Hello, welcome to another Raggie's Beers, Wines and Spirits video. Today I'm going to be brewing, or starting off actually, where have I put it? Get there in the end, eh? So, ginger wine. So I've got some ginger, I'm going to chop that up, get the pan, chop the ginger wine up, get it on the cooker, and we'll go through it as best as I can anyway. So, this is going on the cooker. Right, I've got the ginger root. A big bag of ginger root, about 500 grams. More the better really, because you want to get the flavour. Now the thing is with this ginger root is to chop it up. So, quickly chop it up and get it on. Chuck it in the pan, get it going. And again. I mean, I could have done this earlier, but there you go, you know, it's just one of them things. I've also got 5 kilos of sugar and not the easiest to chop up at times. Yeah, I've also got 5 kilos of sugar and 500 grams of raisins as well. And also 500 grams of sultanas. Quite a bit of product going into this. The raisins and sultanas were from a recipe that I found on the internet. And basically, you also add lemon. I haven't got no chuffing lemon, so I have to miss out on that. Basically, get that boiled. That's boiling away now in front of my eyes. So, let me show you. It's not always easy to see. So, there we go. There's the ginger in the water, and that's going to boil away. So this time I'm not going to use, I usually use 2.5 kettlefuls of water. This time I'm only going to use 1. Next on the list, start dissolving this sugar. These things, they're never bloody easy to open, are they? Just watched there, Boris. Thought he did a fantastic job. And it definitely looks like we might be seeing some changes to the lockdown next week, which, if we're all being honest, we're all ready for. In some ways at least. So pour the 5 grams into here, 5 kilos that is. And there we have it. So, first kettleful of water is going in. And there, I've got to do some stirring. And like I've always pointed out, the wife says I'm good at stirring. So, plonk it in the sink, because one, it's a bit easier and it's a bit lower down. Now, to be fair, this fermentation device isn't the greatest, because you know when you put in like ginger and raisins and whatnot in, it's not easy, because it's a smaller opening on the top, so I'm not looking forward to the fun of trying to get it in, as it were. So, get one of my jugs, my big jug as it were, put that in the big jug. Obviously cleanliness is godliness, you know, make sure that everything's sterilised or washed before you use it, because you don't want anything getting into your brew that you don't want in your brew. Luckily the ginger's pretty decent actually. Right, I'm going to pour half a kettle into it. Obviously you want to be getting to the stage, well, however you get there, you want to get there with a temperature that ain't going to kill your yeast. I think it's about 22, 23 degrees, something along those lines. So, bag of raisins. Because it's easier, I'm going to pour them straight into the mix. Don't know when they come in big clumps. So I think that's plenty. I was going to add sultanas, but don't really need to. I think that's enough body. Or shall I do it? I'll do it. One of your 5 a day. So yeah, I did see a recipe with this on. It's obviously 500 grams of ginger, which is about a pound. 500 grams of raisins, 500 grams of sultanas, 5 kilos of sugar. And then you just want your yeast. And obviously, I don't rightly care how long this takes to brew. It can take as long as it needs to. The ginger wine's cooking nicely, so it's a pain having to wait, but what can you do? You've just got to wait. Simple as that. I'll pour a bit more of this. So another half a kettle's gone in. Right, now we're going to stir it. And the key thing now is to try and get rid of the rest of that sugar so it's dissolved. Once it's dissolved, I can start pouring cold water in while I wait for the ginger to boil and release the flavours as it were. Right, so I've stirred this now. It's got a horrible feeling to it because you're stirring up raisins, sultanas and sugar. Doesn't look the greatest, to be fair, but so there you go. There's the raisins and that. Sultana. It's turned a slightly funny colour at the moment, but it is what it is. Right, that's cooking away nicely. Now we're going to start adding some cold water to it. Get it up to about 20 litres before I put the ginger in. Like I say, I have done this before. And at first, it wasn't a nice wine at first, I've got to be honest. But as it aged, it turned out pretty decent. Very different. It's an experiment, as always. Hopefully it works. If not, then I've wasted about 10 quid. Yeah. And obviously the raisins and the ginger will collaborate with the sugar, and it should open up quite a nice flavour. Very different at the moment, let's put it that way. And I'm also going to do a rhubarb and ginger wine, but I might do that slightly different. Let me put this on the faster thing because it's just not going fast enough for me. That's it. Put it on the faster setting. I can see this being one of them kits I'm going to have to use a sieve on. We shall see. Right, we're nearly 20 litres now. So that's in there. This fella's on the boil. And it's just a case of waiting a minute or two. So yeah, different. I don't have any lemon this time. Whereas I had lemon last time. Lemon adds as well to it, but you can't work with what you haven't got. So heating this up, bringing out them flavours, and seeing where it goes from there. Obviously, it's an experiment. I have seen the thing on the internet, and obviously it's going to be sat in here for anything up to 3 to 4 weeks fermenting and eating away at that sugar and the yeast, the ginger and the sugar and the raisins and sultanas all combining for the flavour. An interesting experiment, shall we say. Which is why I've chucked it in the middle of other reviews, because people might not be interested, so I'll do it, see where it goes, and then in the long run we'll know. And I forgot my flipping hydrometer, so when I take it down the shed, I won't do it in the house, but when I take it down the shed I'll get the hydrometer and do some measuring, and then we'll get a true alcohol content at the end of the process, obviously. So yeah, bubbling away now. use this way also. You know, when you're doing a ginger beer kit, you can, or say you're doing stout. Let's say you go to Wilco's and get one of their stout kits. You can use this method, boiling the ginger up, adding the ginger to the stout, to bring a bit of stout into your ginger, a bit of ginger into your stout rather. Right, it's bubbling away like a trooper now. So we'll leave it, give it a couple of minutes just to really want it a little bit more mushy if I can help it. Now I don't know if I was supposed to boil them raisins or whether the flavour will soak in, you know, whether, trial and error. Sometimes you win some, you lose some. And there you have it, it's really bubbling away lovely now. Let me show you before it bubbles over. So there you go, bubbling away like a treat. And let me get to it before he's all over the place. I've got to do this same trick in about half an hour with rhubarb. So all good fun. Or maybe I'll wait till later when it's quieter. Oh, now the ginger's starting to come through and you get the lemon in with it. It's amazing. So, that bit's over, now the awkward bit. Got to get it into the bloody hole, and it's a small hole as well. If you ever try putting oat in the small hole, you know it's not a pleasurable experience. Oh, there we go. Not the best pan for it, to be honest. But spin the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. That's it, yeah, just about. So, I'll start dropping in a minute. I have to give him a little bit of a nudge. So, dropping the ginger into the mix. And we give it a damn good stir. Bring it up to about 24, 25, because obviously there's nearly 2 kilos of fruit in this. And bugger me, that was hot. Let me just give it a quick stir. Right, just get it up to the required level. And see where we go. So, a bit further. This could well be a big flop. Right, we're about 24. Yeah, that'll do. So, now, it's a nice temperature. Obviously, there's bits in there of the ginger and that, so I'm definitely going to have to filter it. Which means I may have to go and buy fermentation, a new fermentation bucket. I was going to buy one anyway, so it looks like I kind of forced into it now. Certainly need to have something where I can sieve it. And then put the yeast on the top. The yeast is now in. 20 minutes, wow. And there you go, so the yeast is in, ginger's in, raisins at the bottom. I'm going to put the lid on. And that is basically it. It's going to get a damn good stir by the time I've gone to the shed, because obviously I'm walking down the steps with it. And that's the first one of these experimental brews. I have done this before, but last time I also used lemon juice as well. One of them squeezy lemon juice ones. Haven't got that this time. So we'll see if it pans out. It may not, it may do so. Last time I did it, it turned in the end into a fantastic ginger wine, but it took a while to get there. It wasn't straight away, it was a bit, but there you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll update soon. Bubbling away already. Cheers.